Hi guys, so some of you have asked me what the heck is a vermiculture toilet, because I've been talking about them for a while because we did Keiki Palooza and we had to do a bit of a rush, all hands on deck building of our vermiculture toilets, and we did do 2 of them pretty much in a week. It was nuts. Luckily I've been collecting the products for a while. So here's how to do it. But before I say that, I would also say, some people ask me, well, why didn't you just do a composting toilet? Well, composting toilets may or may not break down at the rate that you want them to, especially if you have a lot of people using it. And like we have, small festivals from time to time here. And so that's a lot of poop, okay? And this way it allows it to be eaten by worms, be filtered through by different, what's the word for it? Mulching layers. And then finally through cinder and into the earth once it's been filtered out. So without further ado, welcome to our beautiful, magical shitters. Yes, nice colors too. So the first part that you want to acquire is your IBC tote. This is an IBC tote. Some people use them for water, some people use them for gasoline. Definitely an off-grid type of situation. Or if you don't want to go that big, we decided to go that big simply because, like I said, this is a double. Or you can use these. So this is what I'm using on one of the other units, is one of these blue tanks. All right, so let's start from the beginning. The beginning, of course, is getting your IBC tote layered. You want to put in black cinder, which of course on the Big Island, we have plenty of that. And then our second layer is mulch. So it's twigs and coconut husks. We have a coconut farmer here on the property. So we have tons of coconuts and coconut husks. And then the last layer is going to be dirt, all right? And you want to make sure you put a layer of screen between the mulch and the dirt so that when the water does go on top, it doesn't just leach your soil out into the earth. You want to try to keep the soil there for the worms. Now, of course, we didn't put tomato plants in there. They were volunteered because whether you realize it or not, we do not break down tomato seeds. And our toilets turned out really cute, actually. We did some little solar lights up there. Of course, a nice picture by my sweet friend Danielle. And then a little, let me put the lid back on so I can present it beautifully. And a nice little garbage can, and then of course toilet paper in a Tupperware container, otherwise it becomes a big soggy mess. And of course our walls are very realistic. A beautiful print of a forest. No, just kidding, that's really the forest. And for our case it really doesn't matter because no one is back there on that road. And then of course we've got the second one, and cute little additions because I like everything cute. and then of course here's how our water that goes into the toilets for flushing works. It comes off of the corrugated roof, drains into our the simplest words always get me. Gutter. Drains into the gutter comes down into the big blue container, and I'm just using this one to prop it up. It was easier than making a stand or trying to put cinder blocks up this high, because you want it high enough that the pressure will force the water into your lines. And then I, of course, added a nice little faucet here for hand washing, COVID and all that. And then this is a fun part. So when you're dealing with plastics, there's all kinds of adhesives. So this is PVC, right? So use the primer and then the blue glue. This is not PVC. This is another kind of plastic. I'm not sure if it's HDPE or what kind. I'm actually looking on the thing to see if it says. But you can't use that same glue when putting 2 different plastics together. So this is actually just good old epoxy. Epoxy is probably, I don't know, my favorite glue. I love Gorilla Glue too. But if it was HDPE, you would be using a different glue. It's that black glue. Anyways, so coming from here, utilizing the pressure of good old gravity, and then going into the other, and this is a 1/2 inch PVC, and then up into the toilets. The black container, I think we're doing 3 inch, which you should always do 3 inch. I learned that the real hard way. Always use 3 inch PVC when dealing with the toilet. And then that goes from your toilets straight into the IBC tote. So basically, water comes down, goes up into your toilets flush, they go out into the IBC tote, and your worms are super gracious and hungry, and they eat up all your poop, and ta-da! You've got this beautiful, amazing self-contained toilet, and in our case, 2 of them, and it definitely beats running a hose all the way across your property. And there you have it. A lot of people have asked, and I just wanted to kind of take you guys step by step and teach you how to do one. All right, aloha.